Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today we are doing the third and final video on Girl of the Year 2021, Keira Bailey. So in the last couple weeks I've made two other videos on this doll, both an unboxing video as well as a comparison between Keira and 6 other dolls that look similar to her. However, today I finally feel like I've owned her long enough to be able to do a very thorough and honest review of her with all the pros and cons so you guys can really understand if you want to buy Keira or just let her go in the past. Now, I will say when I first saw Keira Bailey that I was disappointed to see yet another blonde-hair, green-eyed, light-skinned Josefina mold doll in the Girl of the Year line among any line American Girl because it is a little bit overdone. I was hoping for a diverse doll of color in the Girl of the Year line, but I am hopeful that maybe 2022 will bring us something different, and I'm very excited for that. But we work with what we have, and so today we are going to do the full review of Keira Bailey. I'm going to be doing this review as objectively as possible and just talk about the pros and cons of all of her features and how high quality the doll in general is. So that being said, let's get started. So I figured there was no better way to start out this video than putting her next to a doll that looks similar to her that is my custom. So this is my custom Salem next to Keira. And I just think it's funny how similar they look, but I just figured it would be interesting to start out to be able to show you guys just how shiny Keira's hair is, because it is the first thing that I ever noticed about her was her hair. It's a very stunning white blonde, and it definitely is a standout feature for her. The wave in it kind of makes it even more noticeable because it does have different effects to her hair. The shine kind of translates all the way through it, and you can definitely tell next to Salem, who has more of a muted kind of shine to her hair. It's definitely not even close to Keira's, so you guys can definitely see her hair is a little bit blinding, which, you know, is a really cute thing, I think. I think it's a very interesting feature that I haven't seen very frequently in dolls. So I wanted to show you guys just this full body view of Keira so you guys can see her full meat outfit. We are going to get more in depth into her face and all of her features later in the video, but right now we're talking about her meat outfit. So as you guys can see, she has a couple pieces to her meat outfit. My favorite by far are her shoes, but I have a close-up for that in just a minute. So, as far as her shirt, I am so confused why they chose this shirt with these shorts. Like, I just don't understand this outfit together at all. I do think the shirt's really cute. It's got a little tie in the front, and it's pink and white and a little bit of a minty bluish green kind of color, along with 2 colors of pink. So I do think it's really cute as far as by itself. However, it just does not work at all with these shorts because they are kind of like a dark green, kind of cargo army green, and they've got little buttons down the side, but the color at all does not match. I just don't understand. It just doesn't make sense to me unless they're going for kind of like a, you know, she's in the wilderness and didn't care if she matched, because that would make a lot more sense, but I haven't read her book, so I have no idea if that's what they're going for or not. But either way, you know, I do like both pieces individually on their own. I personally prefer these shorts over these shirts. I do think they're going to look really cute with a lot of other stuff, and they definitely remind me of kind of that like earlier style where everyone was kind of like wearing those high-waisted shorts with the buttons down the front. So I do think it's really cute. These shoes, when I tell you they're cute, I mean it. These shoes are ridiculous. They are adorable. I love them. They're crazy, and they're my favorite shoes ever. Along with the socks, which again, they don't really match, but at the same time, I don't really mind with the shoes because my socks never match my shoes either. So, you know, it is what it is, but I really think they're cute. I love the bright orange shoelaces with the teal on the shoes, and it just doesn't make any sense, but it kind of has like the vibe of like Timberlands, I think. I think that's why I like them. I don't know. They're really cute, it works really well, and as far as I can tell, the shoes are really easy to get on and off, and they're just adorable. Like, I don't know. I just think when everything doesn't match, these shoes just tie it all together somehow. So now that I've gone off on a confused rant about Keira's clothes, let's talk about her face. So as far as Keira, I can't say there's anything when I look at her that I am completely astounded by. There's nothing that's like stand out about her where I'm like, this is an incredibly unique doll. Absolutely not. There's nothing crazy unique about her. There's nothing that I've never seen before. But at the same time, there's nothing that I don't like about her either. She's just kind of your typical American Girl doll. She's got, you know, the normal hair. She's got that medium wavy length hair. She's got a nice color. It's not a color I see a ton, but it is a color they've used before. As far as her eye color, you know, it's pretty. It's a lot like Blair's. It's a lot like other dolls that have been released recently. She's got the Josefina face mold, which is one of the more popular molds that American Girl uses. The normal light skin, so not Blair's, but the next tone up, what used to be the lightest skin tone at AGIG. She's pretty. She's exactly what you expect from a doll. And if you don't have a bunch of dolls, you know, she's a great option. So if you connect to her, you see her and you like her, and, you know, there's something you like, whether it's her story or just, you like the combination, she's a fantastic doll. So one of the huge downsides of Kira definitely has to be her hair. I love what it looks like from the front. I think she's gorgeous as a display doll. However, when you actually take a look at her hair, as you guys can see right here, there are some spots where you can very clearly see her wig cap. So this was a video I took. I didn't do anything to her hair other than just my typical finger curling. I didn't separate it so you guys could see it better. That's just what it looked like once I was done. You can see it from the side, you can see it in certain lights really well, just certain areas of her wig cap, mostly from the top area. I'll show you guys in just a second the bottom half from the back, and you can't really see it too well, but the top half is definitely a lot thinner than the rest of her hair, and overall her hair is very thin. I've heard a lot of people say that Joss's hair is very thin and they don't like it. Well, Kira's hair is a lot thinner than Joss's. I wouldn't say that Joss has super thin hair to me, but Kira's is definitely thinner, and I would say that Kira's hair is thin overall, objectively. It just is. There's nothing really bad about that if you have her hair in a hairstyle, but like I said, if it's down, if you've got it in like braids or something tight or something where you're showing that scalp part of her head, you are going to see some lines, and whether that bothers you or not is completely up to you, but just know that that is something that you can see. So here I'm just showing you the back of her hair. You can tell where those dents are. You can see the wig cap underneath, and it's not even just because of the fact that her hair is so thin, but you can actually see through a lot of her hair to that wig cap, which may be part of the problem. It was weird because this side of her hair, the one I'm showing you right now, is significantly thicker than the other side, and I'm not really sure why that is, or if it's just my specific Kira, but it was very strange to me that on this side you can't really see the wig cap, but on the other side you always can. Now this is something really small and just me showing you guys picky stuff, but I know a lot of you guys are picky, so I just wanted to show you that Kira does have some baby hairs and some flyaways throughout her head, similar to how Julie had them before in the back of her head, but Kira has a few right in the front. It's not necessarily something that bothers me a ton, but I just figured I'd point it out since it is something that I would have wanted to know. So next I wanted to try to do an impossible task and show you guys what color her eyes actually are. It's very hard to show this. It doesn't really show up very well in pictures and also, in video even, and especially on Instagram and stuff, people do get her confused for Julie because people can't really see her eye color. So I'm trying to mess with the lighting on this camera so that I can show you guys what color her eyes actually are. She'll get little flashes here and there of what her eye color actually is. It is kind of like a dark green, very similar to Blair's, but it's very hard to see. So there are quick moments here and flashes where you guys will be able to see exactly her eye color, but like I said, it's very, very hard to show, and it does look different in person. They are more noticeable in person, and I have no idea why it's so hard to catch it on camera, but for some reason that just seems to be the case. So I guess the real question here is, do I recommend Kira? And to answer that question, there are a few things you need to consider about yourself and your collection to be able to tell if this is a doll that you should be buying. Now, if you are a collector of Girl of the Year dolls, obviously I think Kira is a great option. If you are someone who displays your dolls and you don't oftentimes play with them and you see the front-facing view of them most of the time, I think Kira's a great choice. She's really pretty, she's got really nice features, and she does look really cute in her full meat outfit because you can definitely tell that she's a themed doll, which is great. However, if you're a little kid and you really want fun hair to play with and you know that you're already going to have some of the hair ripped out, and so it's really important that not all the hair will come out, there's not really a lot to spare, so maybe you don't want to get this doll. However, for those of you who are in that middle ground where you are a collector but obviously you like playing with their hair and you make videos or whatever the case may be, it's a little bit harder to tell you whether or not you should get this doll because honestly I don't really have an answer for you guys. Would I have gotten her if I weren't a collector of Girl of the Year dolls? Probably not, and hopefully that helps some of you guys decide whether or not you want to get her. But for those of you who don't really know yet, it's really just up to you. Quite honestly, there's not a lot wrong with this doll other than her hair, but if you can get past the fact that her hair is very thin, I think she's a great option for a lot of people. Now, from a collector's standpoint, do I ever think that Kira could be the next Kanani, the next rare doll that's worth a ton of money 10 years down the line? Absolutely not. However, I do think that for the right person, someone who loves Australia or nature, wildlife, for someone who just thinks she's really pretty or is interested in her interests, I think that they'd be very, very happy with this doll. That is all I have for you guys today. Make sure that if you enjoyed today's video to give it a big thumbs up and leave a comment down below. Thank you for enjoying this Kira Bailey trilogy with me. Make sure if you guys haven't already to go check out AGTube's Central podcast that I was on with Izzy, AG Ovation, earlier this week. Go check it out. I'll link it down below. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Stay tuned for a couple more later this week, and I will see you guys all in the next one. Bye guys!